Hello, everyone. So I decided I was going to pop in here just a little early because this is my first time going live on TikTok. And so I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing. Welcome, welcome. I see some people joining. Come on in, come on in. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. Awesome. So for today's session, we're not actually going to be here too long. I wanted this to be, excuse me, kind of like an introduction. I want to kind of just set out the plan for how this is going to go. As many of you, as many of you know, I do work a full-time job. I mean, I didn't know I was going to be teaching this semester. I'm super excited and elated to be here. But I got other things that I'm doing too. So just like you all. And so I want to go ahead and just get started. First of all, let me just give you an overview of who I am. If you've had a chance to kind of scroll down and see some of my videos, then you may know that I am a certified public accountant. I'm a CPA. I live in Houston, Texas. I am originally from North Carolina. I went to what I would say is the best HBCU in the land, next to Hillman Talk, of course. I went to the North Carolina A&T State University. I graduated in accounting, then went on to continue my education. I work in nonprofit, but I have taught accounting. I am an adjunct professor for a college here. So this is not a joke. This is real life. And so thank you for being here. I've worked in accounting for almost 20 years now, but my passion is actually teaching. So this has just been so fun and right up my alley. And so that is a little bit about me. See some of the comments, but not all of them. So I want to see who's in the room today. So if you can put your name, where you're from, and if you have any experience in accounting in the chat, that would be super helpful for us to get started. 20 years. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I started in accounting when I was a baby. Not really. Oh, it says it's glitching a little bit. But yeah, so I would like to get to know you all. Okay, so no experience. New Jersey, Durham, North Carolina. North Carolina, what's up? Florida, no experience. Awesome. Chicago, let's see, Philadelphia, LA. So it looks like most of you have no experience in accounting, which I love. Tennessee, Memphis, New York. Oklahoma. Okay. Cleveland. Nice. Georgia. UK. Wow. Okay. Maryland. Arizona. Awesome. And some basic experience. Awesome. I am super excited actually that most of you do not have experience in accounting, because I feel like that's where I thrive, with taking people from no knowledge into knowledge. Thank you. Keep them coming in the chat. I want to go back and look at them. So I see I hate numbers. I hate math, but I love money. I know that's right. Look, if for no other reason you're here because you like your money and you want to be able to count your money, then you have come to the right place. You don't have to love math. You don't need to love numbers. But if you love to count your money, then that is why you need to be here. Awesome. So thank you for that. So just really quickly, a course overview, because like I said, I have a full-time job. Many of y'all have full-time jobs. The way this is going to go is I'm going to post videos to my TikTok weekly. So it's probably going to be about 2 to 3 videos. They're going to be probably no more than 5 minutes. And those are going to be the lessons for the week. And then what I hope to do is then do one live session 1 day a week so that we can get on here, discuss anything that we talked about during the week, so that we can, so you can kind of do the learning on your own at your own time. But then we have moments where we do come together. My goal is for you to leave this course with like really actionable steps, but also like to get your financial life in order. I'm not going to lie, there's going to be some overlap with probably some of the financial literacy courses that you may or may not already be in. And then some of the other ones, but I appreciate you being here with me as well. So I thank you. Thank you so much for joining. And let me just look at my notes here. All right. So let me just ask this really quick. What is your main goal? Like, what is the biggest thing that you want to take away from this class? So just if you can right now in the chat, just let me know what is your main goal. Will the lessons have homework? Yes. So some of the lessons will have homework, but it's personal. It's personal to you. It's going to be about creating your own personal income statement, looking at your own personal net worth and things like that. And so, I mean, you can choose not to do the homework if you want to. Whatever you do is what you put into it is what you get to take out of the course. So obviously I can't grade homework for all these people in this class. But so it is going to be up to you. And I'm just here to kind of guide you through the process. I'm probably going to be doing some stuff too. Yet there is a chapter on taxes. So I saw somebody, but we're not going to go too deep into taxes. One of the misconceptions is that all accountants do taxes. I personally do not. I can do taxes, but it is not something that I love. So awesome. Fixing my credit. I know that's right. It took me years to fix my credit. I completely ruined my credit in college, like my freshman year. And then I had to dig out of that hole to get a big picture of my personal finances. I love it. Manage finances, better understand finances and budgeting. I see you, Ariel. No, I'm not doing taxes. Ariel does taxes though, doing Done Being Broke. She's in the chat right now. She does taxes. So if you're looking for somebody, she's here in Houston too. So if you're looking for somebody to do taxes, that is a shout out to my friend. Doing Done Being Broke is on here. Financial literacy, budget, and credit. Awesome. Wonderful. Money management. Yes, 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 yes. Learning to pay down my student loans. Oh God, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. So awesome. I see somebody else in Houston. I love it. I love it. Wonderful. Okay, thank you. Thank you for putting that in the chat. So if you can see, this is going to be very engaging. Like I'm not going to be talking to myself here. So there's going to be definitely moments where I'm going to ask you to put things in the chat. Learn how interest rate works. Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful. All right. And so with the syllabus, a lot of people I saw were able to download the syllabus with no problem. I saw some people did have an issue downloading the syllabus. My note to that is that if you clicked on the link and opened it up in TikTok, then that possibly is why you had trouble accessing the syllabus. You can fill out that form as many times as you need to be able to access it. But what should happen is you'll click on that form. It will take you to my website where you're going to just fill out some basic information so I can just get some demographics and see who I'm talking to. So I can try to tailor my approach based on who's in the class. And then on that next screen, it says, thank you. And then it says, click here to download the syllabus. The click here is a hyperlink. And so you should be able to click that and download it. If for some reason you still have trouble, and remember, it's way more of y'all than it is me. But if you absolutely cannot download it that way, then send me a message and I can send it to you via chat, send you a link. All right. Would stocks fall in this course? And we're going to so this course is going to be very high level. We're going to graze over it. There is a section where we talk about investing and growing your money, but we're not going to go that far into detail. There is a colleague in the TikTok universe who is teaching investing. And I think they're going more deep into the stock market and investing. And so that's a shout out to them. So I would definitely encourage you to check out that course. Awesome. Okay. Yes. So if somebody wants to drop that in the chat, I don't remember who the person is, but there is somebody, and new courses are popping up every day too. And I wanted to take a moment to just kind of talk about that. I feel like there's so many courses coming up. There's a lot of overlap, but it's all love. It's it's so funny because In a regular school environment, there's like 10 professors who teach accounting, and it's like people sign up for the person that they like, the vibe they like, and it's all good. So, you know, it's all love here. All right, and so what I wanted to do now is just go through the syllabus. I'm not gonna lie, I tried to get this where I would be able to share my screen and, you know, be all high tech and everything, but no, it didn't work today. So I have it printed out right here. Hopefully you have a copy of it in front of you or somewhere else. I'm gonna get it together. I want to be able to share my screen during the lives, but not today. And so I have the syllabus. You can access this with the link in my bio. So just click on that link and fill out that information, and you'll be able to access it. And so in the syllabus, I'm just going to quickly go through it. It talks about the course description, the course objectives. As I mentioned before, the prerequisite is that you can just count to 10 and use a calculator. That's one of the misconceptions about accounting, is that you have to be really good at math. That's not true. Accounting does have formulas. Accounting does have like specific ways that you count things, but you don't really have to be good at math. You just have to kind of be able to like digest it and understand it. Also, in this course, we're going to be going through accounting lessons, but they're not going to be the traditional, like, if you were an accounting major type things. Like if you've ever heard of like debits and credits and things like that, we're not going that deep. There might be a 2.0, like we're going to see how this goes. There may be a 2.0, but we're not going to go that deep. Not in this course. I mean, we can. I also have some videos on my YouTube channel from years ago that does go into that level of detail if you want it. But for the purposes of this class, it's going to be very surface level. We have a lot of people who have never done accounting before. So we're not trying to scare people away. Okay. So my goal here is to get you to fall in love with taking care of your financial life. Okay. All right. And so in the syllabus that you financial life. Okay. All right. And so in the syllabus that you can download, it does have all of the that you need. Show you is that it is broken to topics. So I'm just going to hold this up since I can't share my screen. It's broken up into topics where, like, week 1, we just talk about the introduction to your personal accounting. So we're going to define it. That's going to be the first video that I'm going to post in the next day or so. And we're just going to talk about like what is accounting, and just start with the foundation that way. And then we're going to move more into some of your personal topics. And the course is outlined exactly how I said in the first video, where we're going to talk about counting your money. So how to properly keep up with your money and the money that's coming in, the money that's going out. And somebody said, sorry, you're late. It's okay. I'm not taking attendance today. We're going to keep up with the money coming in and the money going out. But it's all gonna be about you. Like, you need to have access to your bank account, your money. You need to know how much money you're making on a regular basis. So you're gonna need to know your salary and things like that. And then we're gonna create our own personal income statement. And then we're gonna go into some budgeting fundamentals. So, you know, once you know how much money you have coming in and how much money you have going out, then we're going to look at that, because I know some of y'all have probably seen those commercials where it's like, there's so many subscriptions out there. Drop a heart in the chat if you know, or no, if you don't know how many subscriptions you pay for. So drop a heart in the chat if you currently do not know how many monthly subscriptions that you pay for. I personally would be dropping a heart in the chat right now, because I damn sure do not know how many monthly subscriptions I pay for. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of hearts. Yeah. A lot of us, we don't know how many monthly subscriptions we pay for. So that's an example of some of the things that we're going to kind of try to get a handle of. So people, when we're saying like, oh, I'm running out of money at the end of the month. Well, there are things that we can do to kind of tighten up a little bit. And that's one of them, for example. So, yeah, we're going to get into our personal business. So this course is going to be less hard as far as the numbers, and it's going to be more hard because we're going to have to like take a look at ourselves and our spending and our, personal lives, and make some adjustments. But it's going to be all good in the end. In the end, it's going to be worth it. So that's the first section where we're talking about counting our money. And then we're going to go into fixing our credit. I'm excited about this because we just recently bought our first home. When I tell you I ruined my credit before I even had credit, I mean, I got so many stories, and I'm gonna save some of it for the video, but don't lose hope, because I lost hope. I didn't think it was possible, but it is possible to come back from bad credit. I did it. And so I'm going to tell you some of the things that I learned during that process. And so why are gym memberships so hard to cancel? Like they need me to fight a bear or something. That is true. That's part of their design to make sure that their money continues to flow. So that's the trap a little bit with subscriptions sometimes, is that, you know, they make it a little hard for you to cancel because they're trying to count their money on a regular basis. So great question. Okay, so yeah, then we're going to go into credit. So building your credit and establishing credit. And if let me get like a thumbs up from anybody here who has children. So if you have children, put a thumbs up in the chat right now. I do. I have two. Well, I have some bonus kids. So I have one son, and then I have a bonus son and a daughter. So I see some thumbs up. Yeah. So if you have children, we're also going to talk about what you can do to help them establish credit and get them off on the right foot. The stuff I wish my parents had done, and they didn't do it because they just didn't know. But yes. Okay, good. There's a lot of people here with kids. So yeah, there are things that we're going to talk about, because I mean, we're talking about generational wealth. We're not talking about just fixing our finances. We're trying to fix the finances for our kids going forward as well. So yes. Somebody said can't find a thumb. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna everybody's gonna win from this, not just you, but for your kids too. Awesome. Okay. All right. And so after we do the fix and establish credit, then we're gonna talk about saving. So basically, this is designed to kind of be sequential, right? It's like, okay, first, how much money do I have? How much am I bringing in? What you got to know where you are. Then, you know, talking about your credit, where it's working in line with everything. And then you get to the point where you can start to save money. So that means at the end of the month, after you've got your paycheck, all the money coming in, you done spent all the money on your bills, do you have money left over? And if you don't, then we're going to try to get you to the point where you can have money left over to start saving. And then finally, we're going to get to the point where you can invest. So you have to save. You have to kind of have money left over first and learn how to save money before you can invest it. And so it is kind of like step by step. And so that's the goal. That's the gist of the syllabus. And on the last page, it just goes down the grading. I'm not going to be grading assignments. You're going to do some self-grading. But the biggest thing is that participation is going to be the biggest key. And like I said, it's like if you go to the gym and you don't really want to be there and you're like half doing the squats, like you're just hurting yourself, right? So this class is very similar, where if you get out of it what you put into it. So you know, you're going to have to do the homework yourself. You're going to have to look into your own finances. You're going to have those tough conversations with yourself. Like, do I need cable, Netflix, Hulu, Apple, and Prime? Do I need all of those? I mean, I'm a TV girl, so I love my TV. I'm willing to give up some other things before I give up the TV. But I mean, realistically, I don't think we watch as much cable. And those are the types of conversations that you're going to have with yourself if you're really trying to find ways of saving money and opening the door to the future that you want to have. So yes, so that is where we're going. That is what the plan is. Let's see. And so, all right, that was a quick overview of the syllabus. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. Next week is no longer getting my money. I feel that. I really need to let go of somebody, some people's. If you aren't able, will it be posted? Okay, look, like I said, I opened up and said this is my first time doing a live. My goal, now I Googled it. My goal is to save this live. I can't make any promises because I've never been live before and I don't know how to save it. But yes, the plan is to save the lives for people to be able to access them later. I promise. Yes, I promise you only need to be able to count to 10. Will you be sharing templates? Yes, my plan is to create some templates and some resources for the budget. So at the end of the syllabus, it talks about how your final project is supposed to be a comprehensive personal financial plan. That's going to be based on some of the templates that I'm going to share with you. So when we're going through the personal finance journey, your 1 month's income and expenses, your personal budget and stuff like that, that's going to be based on some templates that I'm going to share. And so, yes, thank you. Good question. Will you be hitting on high yield savings account? We'll touch on those. Like I said, I'm not going to dive too deep into the investing part. We will talk about like just some great things. So when we're talking about savings, we're talking about surface level investing, then the high yields savings account will come up. So yes, briefly. Let's see. Can you post the videos on YouTube? I mean, it's been a while since I've been on my YouTube, but I'm not opposed to it. And let's see. So, okay. Yeah. I mean, this is all new for everybody. I commend so many of the professors who went live over the weekend because, when you don't know you're teaching a class and then all of a sudden you're teaching a class, it's like, you feel kind of, all over the place. But it's happened before and it'll happen again. Awesome. Okay, let's see. What else did I want to talk about today? Obviously there's not a textbook for this accounting. I mean, there's some books that we can probably eventually get into, but it's just not. It's not necessary for what we're doing. And I don't know about you, but I went to school for accounting and I never read them accounting textbooks. So, yeah, I'm not going to recommend any. Okay, so for those who've come in late, the syllabus, to access the syllabus, you click on the link in my bio. It's going to take you to my website where you just fill out this form so I can get some basic demographic information. And then on the thank you page where you just fill out this form so I can get some basic demographic information. And then on the thank you page, it's going to say thank you. Click is the hyperlink to download the syllabus. Some people have had trouble by trying to access it through the TikTok app. So I would suggest possibly trying to pop it out of TikTok to do it. But yes. And like I said, it's more of y'all than it is me. But if you absolutely have trouble and cannot access the syllabus, then send me a message and I will send it to you. Okay, I think those are all the questions. I probably missed some, so my bad. Let's see. I think just really quickly, I'm going to be sharing things along the way. So as we go through the lessons, like I said, I'm going to be sharing some templates for you to fill out your personal information. Tips for success in accounting. So basically, like I said, this is not going to be a traditional accounting. I saw somebody put a post. They were like, let's do some business accounting. So the way that I'm going to teach this is if you have a personal business, you can use some of the information to keep account of your personal business. But as far as the traditional sense of accounting, we're not going to necessarily go that deep this time because then you might actually need to be able to count past 10 to do some of that stuff. And so I don't want to scare y'all. I want y'all to enjoy this and come back. I want you to keep coming back. So we will possibly do a 2.0 once we see how this goes, if people still want to dive deeper into that. Let's see. Like I said before, the biggest thing here is you get out of this course what you put into it. And so as long as you're doing the assignments, you're showing up for yourself, not me, you're showing up for yourself, then you will be successful. I need a budget and to know where to put my savings. Oh yes, you're in the right place. Absolutely. When will class commence? Would it be this class? Yeah, so the classes are going to be, for the most part, the lessons are going to be videos that I'm going to post to my TikTok. So we won't meet live. We probably will meet live once a week. just because I work a full-time job, I'm sure plenty of y'all work a full-time job. And so, we're gonna, I mean, I might do some sporadic lives, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We're building this ship as we fly it, y'all. So, I mean, if y'all want me to go live more, then I don't have a problem with doing that. Yes, business accounting for the Avon business. Absolutely. Yeah. We'll do some high level things here, but we won't get as deep into it with that. Let's see what else. Let's see. I think that was pretty much all the things that I wanted to cover today. Is this every Monday, Wednesday for classes? I wish I was that organized. I'm still trying to get my schedule together personally because, like I said, I didn't know I was going to be teaching this semester. I would love to move to Zoom, but I don't. We'll see. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to bear with me because right now I'm still getting my life together. I spent the weekend putting the syllabus together because I need a plan. I mean, I like to have a plan. It's probably part of my accounting brain that needs that. All right. Are there any other questions or anything else that anybody wants to discuss before we hop off? Yeah, accounting, I just don't get it. I feel that. A lot of times with accounting, people either get it or they don't. And it depends on the instructor too, if I'm being honest. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the gratitude, and it's right back at you. I appreciate you all for being here. Yes, you're very welcome. Okay. Absolutely. I'm so excited about this. Like I'm an adjunct professor for the local college, but depending on the semester, I haven't taught in a while because the full-time staff gets priority for the classes. And so this is just giving me an opportunity to do what I love, which I think is actually my passion. And what I would like to get back into doing full-time. I have taught full-time in the past when I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, but since moving to Houston, it just hasn't happened that way. So yes, you are all very, very welcome. I don't see any other questions, but I am excited. So the next step is I'm going to be posting the first video, hopefully tomorrow. And that video is just going to be a quick overview. So it's going to kind of follow along with the syllabus. So when you look at the syllabus, you're going to see the charts that have the weekly topics that we're going to cover. And so the first video is going to be like that intro to personal accounting. And then we're going to go from there. Awesome. Y'all are very welcome. Thank you for being here. I am super excited to get this started. The syllabus is in the bio. I'm going to try to post this live. I'm going to see if TikTok is nice to me today. And I'm going to figure out how to make this live work. And I'm going to try to figure out my schedule, and I'll continue to post the plan for live. So it won't be like the day before. It'll be like, we're going live next week on this day so you can plan for it. I mean, if this time works for everybody, then we can plan to just do it on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello from Australia. I am so in love with the fact that we have so many people from the Caribbean, from so many different places attending. This is just the coolest thing to me. Awesome. Well, I'm not going to hold y'all because I'm not really talking about anything else anymore. But I'm just so excited, and I appreciate all of y'all being here. Trinidad, the Netherlands. Wow. So I think somebody said it's the morning. The morning. Are we meeting anywhere else for discussion? I'm thinking about it. I actually just recently, and some of y'all saw this, I just started a community for accounting majors who are actually enrolled at universities and or who are professionals in the accounting field. And there's just something about being able to have a community where we can actually talk outside of, a social media platform. So I've been thinking about it. It's really just going to boil down to time. So my my time is the thing that I'm trying to figure out, like how much time I can actually like put in to everything. So I don't know. We're going to see. Oh, somebody sent me a rose. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Yeah, so a lot of stuff is going to, we're going to be playing it by ear. Like I said, we are, Google Classroom. That's a good idea. We're figuring this out as we go. So, yeah, replays and Facebook groups. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I do have a YouTube page that I've been trying to get back into as well. So, oh, I can earn money from gifts. Oh, that's nice. Well, thank you all so much for the roses and the gifts. That's so sweet. I do have a YouTube. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to integrate my YouTube page into it because, I think that would be a good platform. I guess y'all tell me, do you want to like have a place where we can like get together and talk, or do you like the idea of just the videos on the page where you can do it on your own time? I guess a nice mixture may be good, where we have the courses where we do like a 5-minute or less video that's posted to the TikTok, and then we can go deeper if you want to. Oh, and yeah, there's that if TikTok does not stay with us. So let me write that down. Not the Google Classroom, and then Facebook group, and then YouTube. Y'all are probably better at this than I am. Trying to schedule this live, I felt like I was like back in, I don't know. I felt like I was prehistoric trying to get this up and running. So I appreciate all of the suggestions for sure. What about a meetup? I would love to do a meetup too. I guess we can try to figure that out. Yes, YouTube is hard to do lives. I agree. Okay, that sounds good. Once a week. Yeah, so that's the plan right now, is we're going to do a live once a week. So the whole course is not going to be lives because I don't have the time for it, and I don't think y'all do either. I think you should stay on TikTok. That way you can start monetizing. Well, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, look, we're here to talk about money, and I definitely wouldn't mind being able to monetize for sure. I think whatever you decide will be able to work out. Thank you, Moni. That is so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Well, I will let y'all know because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out. But first things first is that we're definitely going to do, I'm going to be posting the video so we can go ahead and get these things first is that we're definitely going to do, I'm going to be posting the video so we can go ahead and get these lessons started. So once a week is fine. I'm excited. Yes. Thank you. Awesome. 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 Okay. Well, I had originally said this was going to be 30 minutes. And so I'm not going to hold y'all. I will see y'all again very soon. Once again, thank you all so much for being here. If you absolutely have trouble downloading the syllabus, then send me a message. But try it in the link first, please, because it's so many of y'all. And it's just one of me. Maybe I'll have to hire somebody. Anyway, all right. This has been fun. My first live experience on TikTok. Woo! That was awesome. That was great. I'm going to see if we can download it, but this was good. This wasn't as awkward as I thought it was going to be. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hop off now. So I will see y'all soon. I'm going to try to save the live, like I said, but no promises because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week. Oh, the last thing that I wanted to do before I hopped off, I'm sorry, is I did want to start with some affirmations. When we are going, before you go forward into this lesson, I want you to open up your mind, and I want you to recite to yourself that I am good with money. I am good with numbers. I can do this. And just really going into it with a positive mindset. Too often we, especially people of color, are really hard on ourselves where numbers and money is concerned. And so it's very important that we start off with just a really strong mantra that we repeat to yourself. Write it down, put it in front of you, whatever you have to do, but just change your mindset, open your mind. I am good with numbers. I am good with money. I can do this. Yes. Thank you, Nelly, for putting it in the chat. But yes, that was the last thing that I wanted to share. All right, so I will see you back here at some point. I'll let y'all know. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. All right, bye.